something else about pigeons.
Oh
Right.
my God, here we go.
No, this is not every time. Have you noticed? Every time Rick's not on the body, Charlie just wants. Actually, no. Last time
It
Frazer
was
wasn't
me.
here.
Yeah, I didn't suffer it last time.
I think Charlie just feels less threatened when there's less of us. He's like, yeah, I can sway the group. So, guys, pigeons.
So when are we going to just make a pigeon podcast? I mean, that's what I've been rooting for in the group chat for years.
No,
Pigeon cast.
I done my pigeon shift because when Charlie first came and stayed at mine, went for a walk in Jubilee Park, and of course there's pigeons around. All of a sudden, you know something about pigeons? I was like, no. And for like 20 minutes we did a lap. It was all pigeons. We met up with Rick halfway through the walk, and then he restarted. And I was like, no, you two do your own thing.
Rick didn't hear it, so I had to say.
Rick didn't hear it. I did, so I just hung back.
Yeah, pigeons would be better for a vlog. Could go out, find some pigeons. And talk
Ah,
about
that's a great
really
idea.
Don't want to be known as the pigeon podcast, even though it's like it really makes it the pigeon podcast. Whoo, bitches!
I think every episode
more
should
like
be me taking Frazer to the park and trying to convince him why pigeons are amazing. We find a pigeon, put it in a box, and we bring it back to your house without you knowing, and just let it in the house and run
Mate,
away.
not again.
In the house, not outside the house, in the house.
In the house. We knock at the door, you answer, and we just throw the pigeon and go, pigeon, and run away.
So that's the day that from that point onwards, you never want to be able to return to my mum and dad's house. That's what you're saying.
I think they'll appreciate it.
I don't think they will, Charlie. They don't like.
They will find my
breathing.
level of appreciation for pigeons, and that this is what the whole point in the Pidgecast is. I've shortened
swear
it.
to
Shortened it.
God,
The
if
Pidgecast.
I come home one day and I was like, Mum, you left me a message. There's a pigeon in the house. You okay? And you're just casually sit in the background because my mum loves history. So if you present it to her like, in World War II, the mum will be like, oh, thank
See,
you, Charlie. She
Yeah.
will
I can sway her.
she will still kill you. Yeah.
You will have a pet pigeon by the end of 25. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I will, but I will also have a dead friend. I hope really that's not the intro. Charlie. Pigeon Mania.
Keeping all of that.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Red Jacks On. We're back. We keep saying we're back, like we keep leaving.
Guess who's back?
But we're back. We're still. No, actually, no. Let me rephrase. We're still here, guys.
Woo! Pew, pew, pew.
So yeah, we've been talking with the lads, obviously, and we're talking about sort of. I'm not going to really say like restructuring because we didn't really establish like this is our podcast sort of theme and stuff. But I think we've been chatting about making the episodes a little bit more digestible in terms of time wise. Obviously leaning into our personal lives now. When we first started this pod, our rotas and our life patterns were very different. So we had more time to write different types of reports, essays. Whereas now we've fallen more back onto. I mean, I will always enjoy a filler episode with you guys because the whole point of this poddy was just to stay in touch and have a random chat.
Yeah,
It wasn't always
that's the fun
learning.
part about it.
Yeah, so I'm happy. Today's a filler episode. Who knows where it will go? Maybe we'll go pigeons. Maybe we'll go ravens. Who the fuck knows? I love ravens.
Okay.
Learn about ravens. I'll bring the raven. We should all pick a bird. But yeah, I think we've still got some in the bank, and I'm pretty sure that we also touch on subjects and topics where it might be, a director again, or maybe a little history thing, or maybe like zombies and vampires and whatnot. So there will be elements of reports, but I think we're going to lean more into the way I see it is there's filler episodes, medium episodes, sort of gamey, and heavy episodes like reports. Well, the energy I put into the reports, I'm putting that energy into the medium reports and making less of Q&A, less of a game and more of a game show. I want it to be more of a game show.
Yeah.
In that
Moving
regard,
to game
I've-
shows.
Yeah, I've had this thought for a long time, and now that I'm watching like improv groups and Dropout, it's just all just manifesting. So just a heads up for Joe. Joe, if you're listening, this one's for you, buddy.
To be fair, yeah, I think the main thing was we're going to make sure to not have 2 hour long episodes and try and keep them within an hour, around the hour mark.
Yeah.
And instead of it being a bit too lectury, because I listened back to all of them, and definitely there were moments where you're just a bit like, yeah, you could do with some discussion here. You could do, because I want to hear everyone, and I hope everyone who's listening wants to hear everyone as well. So yeah, I think hopefully we're just ironing out the creases. That was our first season. Second season, we're going to iron out some more.
Yeah, you learn as you go. But I think Chaz, I think you said it the best. It's not that we're changing necessarily our topics or conversation. It's just we want more discussion and conversation than
Changing
just
the flow.
Changing the flow. That's all it basically is, essentially.
Yeah.
So, lads,
You've made a lecture, haven't you?
Oh,
I've planned a 2-hour episode.
So I put some questions aside, and I thought the way I've kind of categorized them is some deep questions, random questions, personal questions, silly questions, and this one I like. It's called boring questions, but make them interesting.
Yeah, of course. That's exactly how I'd list all my questions.
What I'll probably do is I'll do one from each column, one from each category, and when we hit time, we feel comfortable. That's enough. Okay. And if it goes anywhere else, except pigeons, yes, Charlie, I'm leaning into the camera. I'm looking at you.
Why being weird?
Why would you? Why am I being weird? Frazer, back me up. Tell me that I don't need to put this in place.
Well, you were leaning towards me and pointing at me.
It's true, he was.
It
was directed at Frazer.
Did
you confuse us? We do look similar.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, I don't have a paddle right now, but I have a TV remote. So imagine this TV remote is a paddle that just says no more pigeon talk. As soon as you go off, mate, if I lift this paddle up, no more pigeon talk. You drop.
Be fair, I think you've mentioned it the most.
Yeah, you've mentioned pigeons. I think it's swaying you. Yeah. Do you want to do a pigeon podcast? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're setting up?
First question. What's your favourite type of pigeon? No. Right, so first question. If you could relive 1 year of your life, which one would it be and why?
Ooh.
Okay.
So it's not a day, a month, or a chapter, or a year of your life.
There's kind of like two aspects to this. It's like, do you want to relive a year because it was like a really good year? Or do you want to relive a year because you want to do something differently?
Oh, and rewrite it.
Well, that is the why. That is the why part of the question. But I guess it did say relive. The question didn't really insinuate a sense of
you would do over.
Yeah, a do over. It's just more like re-experience.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's why it's a big question to think about. Because the first 6 months could have been great, but then the last 6 months could have been terrible.
It might be a bit of a toss-up between year 11 or A1. What do you think?
What was A1? Year 12.
Like first year, year 12.
I mean, yeah. So for our non-UK listeners, obviously. So within the UK schooling system, we've got obviously like elementary school, primary school, middle school, high school, secondary school, and then we've got the option to go to college.
That sounded like we just go to a lot of schools.
Yeah, we go to this.
We don't go to all of those things. That was
no. I'm just
of the same
I'm just trying to give the same versions of the same place, and we have an option to either go into college, which is just college, and then university, or we can stay on within our secondary school and have an extra 2 years of our chosen subjects,
which is technically college.
Technically, it would count as the college years, but it just happens to be same premises of the school, which was nice for us, honestly. So that's kind of where my brain is at, because I'm like, right, a whole year is too. I can mention loads of great moments, but I'm like, yeah, A levels year 1 or year 2. Do you know what I would say? Actually, I would say year 13, the last year of school.
I think year 13,
because
that's when Chris left.
You figured me out. Was that? Oh yeah, that was when Chris left. Okay. No, okay. No, because I'm trying to think. Because both years were great, but we found our groove in year 12. We found our groove, like in the sense of we're making videos, we're having fun. We had our own separate personal friendship school rota. It was like, oh, you got third period free. We were like, that's music video time, sort of thing, or that's a film trailer. And then after all of that and that hype, we also went to prom, which then we hyped it up and celebrated that year. And then we were toasting at prom to Portugal, which was our first lads holiday, and that was within that year as well.
And
I'm like,
Portugal.
That's what I'm saying. That was a banging year. From the moment from school from January all the way till October. So we've had school, prom, celebrations, holiday, come back, and then started university. It was beautiful.
Do you know what? If you were to like rewatch a year of your life, because essentially that's what you're saying, and you get to relive it, but like you don't get to change anything. So like imagine you're watching it just as a film for like the year. I'd probably go with that year. Yeah, that was a good year.
Most of our life was in that is in my hard drive, so we could probably watch most of it.
You do have a lot of it.
But yeah, that would be my chosen year.
Would that be 2010?
10? Yeah.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, because 2010, I know I started university, so that was the year as well. And the best part of that was also school-wise was we finished school early as well. Do you remember? Because we finished A levels A2
as soon as you done your last exam.
As soon as you done your last exam, you were done. You didn't have to wait till summer break. It was like, nope, you're done. I was like, oh, cool, it's spring. I was like, sick, okay. And then we just, I think the only downside was like, oh, where do we hang out now? I was like, I guess we'll just. I remember going to school once I'd even left because I'd be like, yeah, like Vid's got another exam, so I'm just walking in. Felt like a celebrity.
Any reason to keep going back in? Yeah.
Even the teachers were like, "Hey," I was like, "Yeah, we missing us."
Yeah. Do you know what? It might just be unmatched that year. I think just for that feeling alone of going to Portugal, being on the beach, being like, no exams, nothing's coming up, it's all done, and it's the first holiday away. Yeah, just chilled in the summer.
A first for a lot of it. It was the first holiday I think properly by myself, away from family. First holiday away with you guys, and it was the holiday that sort of cemented our friendship, because even though we was a group of, let's say, our lads group essentially is about 8-9 people, but on that holiday we had 7. I'll never forget that, because I'm like 7 days of the week, 7 lads. But a lot of the friends were still sectioned off, because like, okay, you knew him, but he didn't know you. You knew him from somewhere. So every friendship was a bit of a bridge. Like, oh, I know you're Vid's best friend, or you're the, and then we got to find our common ground with or without the other person.
Do you know what? It's weird, because for me, do you know what? And I'd probably say for you as well, Frazer, because we were pretty much like quite tight in the same groups, but everyone I was super comfortable with and super familiar with, except Rikesh as much. Rikesh was the only person that I wasn't like 100% with, but I was about 80% with him at that point.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I was already brotherhood.
I thought it was I thought it was you and Vid as well.
Me and Vid bonded a lot, but we knew each other for years, like, you know, since like year 7.
Football,
and we'd always hung around playing football and stuff. But I think
Portugal
definitely brought us closer together. Me and Rikesh, me and Videsh as well.
There's a lot of ashes in our group. Okay. Ready to move on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get off a memory lane for a second.
These are random questions, and full disclosure, some of these I kind of influenced myself. Most of these are ChatGPT, not because of a lazy thing, because I actually wrote my own questions, but I thought I don't want to know the questions.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I just said these are the topics to throw out there. We'll make something out of it. So, completely random question: if animals could talk, which one do you think would be the rudest, and why?
Oh, it's gotta be cats, isn't it?
It's gotta be a cat.
It's gotta be cats.
I would say this though: I think cats would offend you, cuss you, whatever, just hurt you in a way that was like, you know, like you see it in films, and I'm sure in real life, like, you know, when someone's so educated that they can offend you and you don't even realize they're offending you.
Offhanded comment.
Yeah, like almost a little bit bitchy, a little bit smart. Maybe they're throwing a word that you've not really heard. You're like, and they look at you like,
they'd have social etiquette, mate. They'd know exactly when to be rude and when not to be rude.
Yeah.
Like if they want food, come on now, cats aren't stupid. They'd go, oh, I love you so much, you're my favoriteest person. You put the food down, they're like, all right, fuck off. You know.
And I also think that cats would be very minimalistic. I don't think they would say much. I think that you would just randomly try on a new outfit or something, new jacket, and they would just walk past and go, like, what? And then it just walks off. You're like, no, wait.
Gonna wear that, are you? Oh, okay. Humans have to put on your coats to look good. Huh?
You can put a coat on a cat. I've seen people put that shit on their cat and on their dog.
Hat.
Kind of, yeah. But yeah, what about you? Are we all actually in agreement that cats are the reason?
I mean, cats are top contenders.
What else could there be?
Maybe
like a crow or something. You know them loud screeching birds. You know, they're just like shouting slurs at you from the rooftops. Like, you can't do anything from here.
But I don't.
That's
feel like
giving me a whole new view on crows. Just standing every time I hear a crow now, I'm like, I bet he's just fucking slating me. Like,
yeah, but I feel like it wouldn't be one word. I thought there'd be like more, because they're always in like they're called a murder, right? The pack, the group of
funeral. Isn't it a funeral?
I think it's a murder.
Is it a murder?
Yeah, it's a murder. It's they're both.
Funeral comes after.
But I think they would bounce off each other, but not really well. So it'd be like, so it'd be like, your mama's so fat, she a bitch. Like you'd be like, I think it would just be like, hey, ugly, ha, you look like, oh fuck, like it would just really be like trying to catch you off guard. Yeah, literally, that one big motherfucker at the back. But I still think the most aggressive, without a doubt, and I don't know why I've got like an Arnie voice in my head. It would just be a honey badger.
Yeah, I did think badgers.
Mad.
Honey badgers are fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
What are you looking at, you bastard? Come on then. Let's go.
Yeah, they are Cockney, innit? You can tell they're all Cockney, like no matter where they're from.
Can someone try and do an Arnie accent, but in a Cockney accent? Because that's the tone is Arnie, but the accent is.
I'm not even going to attempt that.
No.
I'm not even going to attempt that. It would just be an absolute slur of noises.
So basically,
That's
just
Tasmanian
really, yeah, halfway between a Tasmanian devil and a really drunk Cockney, you get that sort of Arnie vibe.
Are we talking insects as well? Because wasps would win.
Oh yeah, bastards.
I mean,
they are out for nothing but blood.
I'm gonna sting you because I wanna.
Yeah.
I've only ever.
And you imagine when you hear like the swarm of them coming, you know, and it's just like a big. Can you imagine hearing what they're saying?
That guy there, let's sting him. Yeah,
let's get him, boys.
See, I think again, wasps are too elegant and too organized to say
elegant.
Shit. I genuinely because they're organized. That's what I mean. They've got their own little elegance to them. And I think when they go, they just harmonize. They're like da 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 da. That's it. Stab, 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 stab. And then you find out you have an allergy, and then you probably die.
You've made wasps a lot more magical than they are.
Wow! Look at it. No, Timmy, no! Oh God, my eyes!
They're just show creatures. They love to put on a show.
I heard it on a podcast. They're elegant. Look, Mom. They're in my eye.
Look what I got. Just opens both hands.
Swarm.
Right. Personal question now. What's a moment in your life? Very serious. What's a moment in your life that felt like it was straight out of a movie?
Straight out of a movie.
I have many bad days, like at work and stuff, where things just keep going wrong. And there's been so many times where I've had this moment where I'm just like, this is like got to be on film. Like, this can't be real. The amount of bad things, and it makes me happy just to laugh about the bad things going on.
Rowan Atkinson kind of thing. Like a disaster day.
Just
I don't know if you watched that. There was that series about the bee.
The bee, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Is it called The Bee or something?
The Man and the Bee or something? The Bee and the Man, the Bee in the House. I don't know. Yeah, something. It was weird. I didn't watch it all. I think.
Yeah, it was very weird.
This is Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on Netflix, I think.
He's like he's hired to look after this. I think he's hired anyway to look after this house. And there's this bee, and this whole time he's trying to get this bee, but he's like destroys everything.
Yeah.
Everything
after the first few things broke, I was like, I get the point in this film now. Like, I get it.
Gives you anxiety.
Yeah, it does a bit.
This is a weird tangent. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm still
what was the question, mate?
So a movie
life moment. Okay.
Do you know what? I have a lot of moments where I'm like, okay, some are very romantic, very loving, and very magical in their own way, and they are a bit movie-ish. And there are some sadder moments, and then some happier moments. But I think the most movie moment I don't know why it popped into my head was, and some of you guys might have been there. I can't remember if we were year 9 or year 10. I think we were year 10, and it was our football team on the AstroTurf playing against, I think it was the year 11s. And they were playing during lunchtime, and something happened, an altercation between like two players. So I think Dane was on our team, if you guys remember Dane.
Yeah.
And one of the other kids stepped up to him. There was a little tuffle, and then someone swung for Dane. And then I think Marcus jumped in, and all the football players started jumping. And then all of a sudden, it was like someone just went, go. And both sides of the fans just ran onto the field. I'll never forget it. Because I ran straight onto it, because all I remember was me and 2 other people ran towards Marcus, because Marcus dropped to the floor. 4 of the other teams started kicking him. So we've wrapped our arms around him like a fucking ring, like a protection ring to get him up. And I remember because I got punched the first time in my life, the back, not of the head though, of the a punch from behind me, but on my jaw. It was a weird punch. Yeah. I got punched like that. We're all fucking standing up. I remember getting my fucking shirt was ripped. There was blood dripping off. And the teachers got involved. The security guards got involved, trying to pull us all up, because it was 2 whole school years, just chaos, man. And I remember we went to science, Chaz. It was me, you, and Kim with Mrs. Richardson. And I think someone else had like a swollen face. I had a little bit of blood on my shirt or something. And people were like patching themselves up. But that moment, just that moment of bang, 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 go, bow, no. Everyone just ran onto that pit. There was no doubt from anyone. that was definitely a movie moment. Like someone just shouted fucking action.
Do you know what? That was the same day that me and Frazer got in the fight with the Year 11s.
Was that the same day?
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing because it all kicked
separate.
off. But yeah, we were on the field. Yeah. And that honestly, that was something that I do see as a movie scene because we stayed on our feet. We took like 8 of them down, man. It was crazy. Like they ran at us and we genuinely stayed on our feet for ages. And they were a year older than us as well. And then everyone jumped in and started helping us. But yeah, that was a cool moment. That was a cool
But you guys weren't at the football match, were you?
No, we were on the field.
I think it was that old school mentality of like, what? Our friends are getting attacked, or our years getting attacked. Well, you guys are year 10s as well.
Yeah, because they literally looked at us and shouted something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so anyway, Fraser. I mean, it could have been just a random series of events. It seemed like the same day that we were all ripped up and stuff.
Yeah. I would love it if there was a time machine to this conversation and just like Charlie's like, yeah, I'm really sure they yelled at us. This is what happened. It's just flashback, like 10 years ago. Charlie said, "Oi, prick!" And then just pulls Frazer in front of him. Like, yeah, that's what happened. I'm telling you.
On the field, I actually just get one punched. Frazer's hitting them all, and in my head, I'm just like, yeah, we're fighting, yeah. But I'm on the floor, just like.
Charlie didn't get to the fight. He ran, tripped, and fell, and passed out.
I landed on one of their knees or something. It was just like.
You done what's Frodo's uncle called?
Bilbo.
Yeah, you done a Bilbo.
Done a Bilbo. Bilbo.
But anyway, that's my movie moment. I don't know about you guys. You can take.
What about you, Fraser?
Ooh, I was too busy envisioning that scene. I feel like any time we could have had a good football match, it could have been pretty like scripted, you know.
I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just realized that we've just skirted over the biggest movie of our lives. The fucking Hangover. That was Portugal. That's it. Done. Because Portugal to this day, even though all we did was drink, and we didn't drink heavily and continuously, but we drank and we partied and we ate and bro, no one still knows exactly what happened on that holiday. We need everyone in the room to be able to agree what happened. And I'm like,
but there was just that moment where you came off the road. It was like, who was at the beach again? Was he like, catching Daddy at the beach? Let's go.
At the beach, let's go.
Guys, at the beach, let's go.
We deserve, not even the listeners or Joe, bless him, but no, they would enjoy it. But we deserve, because we've never done it, is to get everyone on this poddy and sit down and just record the events. We'll probably edit it down a lot. But we should just do it, man. Grab every one of the lads and do it.
If it was the Hangover film, it would have lasted on because you'd just been like, he's on the roof, let's go.
Yeah. I'm on that was it. That was your moment.
Whoever we lost.
He's on the roof, let's go. Oh,
Charlie's on the roof, let's go.
We were at Hangover though, but 2.0. Because in the Hangover, there's only one guy missing. In our version of events, reality, at least every 2 days, someone else was missing somewhere else. And it wasn't always even our group, like, oh, that people that moved in next door or have gone, all right, now we're hunting for them. Now Vid's ran, all right, now let's look for him. There was someone disappearing.
A lot happened.
A lot
happened. A lot happened. Like, the more I think about it, the more I remember.
It's one of those ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Silly questions. I've heard of this one before. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses? That'd be adorable. I wouldn't want to kill him, but they'd be so easy.
It'd be so easy.
I don't know. A duck-sized horse, would they still have the same horsepower?
Well, all right, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't want to fight 100 ducks because they are violent motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So 100 horses could still scare me, but I just don't see horses as violent because I'm like, a horse's violence is you're going to kick me or you're going to bite me. But when you're that small, can you really kick me or bite me?
They'd still be quite sturdy.
You know? 100 of them as well. That could overwhelm you.
No, fuck that. No.
If you had a duck in front of you right now, you'd be like, wow, that's actually quite big.
Dude, listen to the question. Yeah. A horse-sized duck. A horse intimidates me, and that's the size it's meant to be. What?
It'd be a doable challenge.
No.
I could punch a duck.
No.
I could punch a duck.
Do you know what? This is like semantics. This is like one boss battle or waves of bosses. And I'm like, I'd much rather do 10 waves than one horse-sized duck. Bro,
just get one loaf of bread. and you've got him. You know what I mean? Chuck it on the floor, give him a drop kick.
I think if I wanted to win, then I think the 100 horses maybe.
You reckon?
But, if I wanted to have fun,
hold on.
the
if
giant
you wanted to, I was going to say because I was like, what's the? If I wanted to lose,
Frazer's going to win either way. Yeah, Frazer knows he's going to win either way, so it doesn't matter. Whatever he faces to win, but whatever is more fun, Frazer. Yeah, go with the big one. No, I think 100. I think the 100 duck-sized horses, as you said, ducks are quite big. 100 duck-sized horses I think they'd be sturdy. And 100, 10, 20, 50 would be tough. 100. Can you imagine?
Yeah, but
you would die. You would die. You would get trampled to death.
You can outrun 100 mini fucking horses, but
no, ducks are quick, man. Ducks are quick. I think ducks can outrun people.
Yeah, but horses though
are made for running, so
I know,
would be even quicker.
They're made, but they're fast because of their strength, according to their size and the distance of their feet. But when their distance is then like I don't know,
I think it'd be quicker. Yeah, time would be
different
for them.
So added then. All right, fine.
A horse's max speed apparently is 71 kilometers per hour.
Oh, okay.
What about a duck?
Wait, no. What we need to do, right, is find out the size of the average duck.
Frazer, do your research for a second, because I just want to make one more point, right? All right. Even if the horses run faster, all right, horse-sized duck, the duck can fly. The duck can fly. The horse can never fly. I can climb a tree. That duck will get me, bro. That's a dragon. That's a dragon's baby. Have you seen a duck's teeth?
Sorry, I'm just asking ChatGPT how fast could a horse the size of a duck run?
I love how this is where it's gone. I'm losing my shit, and you guys are just like off being the guy.
It's gone in. It's gone in.
All right, find out.
ChatGPT is like, this is a good question. It's given me several factors, including muscle physiology, limb proportions, and biomechanics. There's fucking lots of information. Wait, estimate. A duck-sized horse might run at 6 to 10 miles per hour. That's quick.
Okay, what's the other way around then?
Oh, fucking hell.
So a duck-sized horse is 10 miles an hour.
It would be fast, isn't it? It would be fast. Nah, I'd go with the duck-sized horse. No, it's horse-sized duck.
So hold on, Chaz. You said maximum of 10 miles per hour.
Yeah. The average human runs at about like 13 or 14, right?
No, it's not. I just Googled that as well. I was like, what's the average running speed for men and women? Age 20 to 40, 5.9.
Oh, wow, that's a bad average. Jeez. Okay.
I hope that's
wrong.
So
they would outrun you as well, on average.
I am still, just for the sake of terror, I would still much rather fight 100 horses. I'm just saying it now.
You could climb. You could climb, I guess, and get away from them. But
and I'll be honest with you, I could not even befriend. I can tame a horse. You cannot tame a duck.
At 100 of them.
I don't care. I'll try. I will try something. Even if I could befriend.
And they're trying to fight you because you're fighting it, right? So they're after you. Maybe 100 horses would kill you.
Imagine having a trained giant duck, because you could take it to fly anywhere, and you could take it on water anywhere as well.
Frazer's captured it. He's Pokemon it already.
He's taught Pokemon it fly. What's the other game with the guns?
Power World.
He's Power World in it. The duck comes, he just pulls out 2 fucking MKs. Like, I dare you.
Quack, quack, motherfuckers.
We're going to nickname him Jerry.
Okay. Here we go. Last category. Boring questions that we're going to make interesting.
Oh.
What's your favorite way to make a boring chore more bearable?
Do it naked.
No, Charlie. No, that's the wrong answer.
Oh.
That's the wrong answer.
Oh, I thought it was a good answer. Do you not enjoy doing things naked, like if no one's in the house?
Yeah, absolutely. But I've never done chores, actually. Okay, no, all right.
What?
Let me
you do. Oh, okay. I probably know what you would do.
No, I don't mean like that. I don't mean in a dirty way. I just mean cleaning for me naked would be pointless, because I would be dusting to my right, but dropping all my hairs on the left.
No. See, no, you've gone to dusting. You don't dust when you're naked, and that's obvious. I mean, like if you're just, cleaning up the countertops and putting things away and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, like that. Oh, sorry, like tidying up. Okay. That I could do.
Okay, I guess if you're doing like house cleaning, like I won't want to be naked. And
Are you actually? Do you actually? Is that your answer to the question? Is that what you actually do?
I have done when I've lived alone. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's chill.
I think my answer is probably very common, and it's always going to be either an album or a podcast.
That's a boring answer.
Simple.
It's
what about just singing?
It works.
Singing.
No, I much rather dance. I'd much rather put on music.
Okay.
I much rather put on music and dance my way through all the chores and all the shit.
I can see you doing it.
What about doing like each movement as like a kung fu move?
Why so specific? Yeah, sure. I guess
you close the cupboard. You're like, and then you put a shirt. You fold a shirt.
To be fair,
I probably have done something like that. Yeah. No, I honestly have probably done like a little like shirt draw, ha, and twist, and then a ha, and a twist. Yeah, I probably choreographed it. Yeah, Frazer, you do know me.
Frazer, what do you do?
Yeah, that would be it, mate.
You'd be ninjaing around. Okay, yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
He watches me do that.
I imagine Frazer will be the guy who leaves all his cupboard doors open and then just like in one swoop just goes. And it's like, oh my god, his speed.
I start a timer first.
Yeah.
0.5 seconds.
0.5.
Yeah, but it's still slower than his record, though.
He's like, damn it, I'm getting slower.
No, I couldn't do it naked.
No, you'd just be knocking everything out. Be reopening the cupboards on the way back.
But I don't think Frazer actually needs to lift a finger. I think Frazer just walks in like Mary Poppins style and just looks at the mess, knows is looking back, and just flips open the Death Note like.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, I thought.
All right, sorry, Frazer. What was your actual answer? Fucking Charlie.
No, it's ninja. It's ninja.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought he said that about me.
No, mate.
Yeah, you do it.
I know that you dance.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Everyone gets
dance
one.
naked.
Don't dance naked. Right.
Ad break. Should we go for an ad break?
No, I don't want to.
Well, you don't have a choice. Ad break.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Rick here. I hope you're loving this episode of Red Jacks On so far, because we're just getting started. We have a ton of amazing stuff coming your way this season, so trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. First off, massive shout out to all the fans for the support. Seriously, you guys are the best. If you are enjoying the show, or if you're even just mildly entertained, do us a solid and hit that like button, share it with your friends, your parents, your weird uncle, your neighbor's cat, whoever you think will vibe with us. And of course, smashing that subscribe button, following, favorite, whatever applies to your platform. Not only does it keep you in the loop for new episodes, it also helps keep the podcast growing, and it gives us a good idea of what you guys are into and what you're not into, so win-win, right? We also love hearing from you, so don't be shy. Drop a comment and we'll get back to you faster than you can say Red Jacks On 3 times in a mirror. Just be careful that you don't summon Serhan, because he will not leave and he will bring slippers. For more fun stuff, check our Instagram page at Red Jacks On Podcast, where we'll post ad breaks, clips, and maybe even some animations if you're feeling super fancy. If you've got something important to say, or if you want to yell at us in long form, then you can shoot us an email at rjopoddy@gmail.com. Yes, we put a poddy in our Gmail. No regrets. All the important links are chilling in the description below, so thanks for sticking with us for another season, and we can't wait to keep the good times rolling. It's enough from me, so let's get back to this amazing episode of Red Jacks On.
Okay, so standard question. What's a habit or belief you've picked up recently that's had the biggest impact on your life? So what's basically like a belief, a habit, a lesson you've learned essentially quite recently, let's say in the last year in terms of life, that you really thought, wow, it's really made an impact in this present moment?
I've kind of like adopted the philosophy of, I think I spoke to you about it already, Serhan, but positive nihilism.
Yes, I remember having this conversation with you.
And it's just like nihilism is seeing everything as nothing matters and just getting depressed and pessimistic. But positive nihilism is flipping it and going, nothing matters, so don't let it bother you. Enjoy what you have and go through life knowing that you're not going to leave an impact. Enjoy your life. I like that.
enjoy what you've got, what you can enjoy.
I really
the stuff that.
Yeah, it's all going to be forgotten in 100 years. Just don't worry about it. Have fun.
I really appreciate that perspective, because I don't think there's ever truly a right answer to tell people. So it's like if someone says who's a bit more nihilistic to say, yeah, nothing really matters, you would probably more obviously try to change their mind about that belief, right? No, things do matter because you want to introduce some element of positivity to it. But yours is not nihilistic in the sense of what you're feeling. It's just, I guess you need more of a neutral word really for what your belief is, because yours is not nihilistic. Yours is the observation that nothing may not matter, but that's the reason to enjoy it. If that makes sense.
Like I think positive nihilism just flips the term kind of neutrally.
Yeah,
anyway.
actually, what? Actually, it's more interesting.
Nihilism is a negative thing. Positive is obviously a positive thing.
No, do you know what? I'm glad you said that, because this is not what I would say about my my answer to the question. But this is something that I've done the same, and I've kind of semi-coined it. But I've done this for the last few years, and I've done this at work and personally. Is healthy selfish. And I think you guys have heard me drop that term a few times, because a lot of
definitely
people,
once today,
definitely once today. I'm gonna call you 56 times after this. But yeah, healthy selfish in the sense of, long story short, of like there's actions that people need to do, like to look after themselves and be a bit self-compassionate, self-care essentially. A lot of people take that as, no, that's selfish. Like I shouldn't maybe have that bath. I need to make that person's lunch. And I'm like, no, it can be selfish, but there is an element of healthy selfish, like healthy anger, healthy grief, whatever. So like healthy selfish. So that's like my little, like your sort of positive nihilism, my little spin on it as well.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. What's yours, Frazer?
Do you know what? I'm not sure. Like 2024 just kind of like flew by a little bit in a way. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Live, laugh, love.
Oh my god. I feel like that's died out. I hope it has anyway.
I think that died out the moment someone printed it and put it on a fucking canvas.
No, I don't know. I'm stumped. A little bit stumped.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
I'm just throwing something.
Keep in mind, Frazer, as well, that the question also stated about habits as well. So it could be a game that you're playing. It could be.
You started streaming, didn't you? 24. Is that when you started streaming?
I started, yeah. I don't know. Would you say like, yeah, just something new that picked up that sort of made a difference?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Yeah. Don't.
I guess so, because sometimes I guess I feel like you could sit down to game, and I don't know if because it's like our age and like we're working all the time and stuff, and you sit down to game, you might feel a bit guilty, like because you're not doing something more productive. But streaming, I think, helps me to get to gaming and enjoy gaming and have something else, a different aspect to it, also a more social aspect to it as well.
Nice.
So I think that's changed my perspective on gaming a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's almost
I'd say that,
because I would also say that you could take that same sort of ethos and apply it to us, because essentially, as I said literally at the beginning of this episode, we've done this essentially not to be known or try to be or do something. It was just like, we want to chat. We're going to be on here. Let's record it and have a little topic at hand, because having a catch up every week can be nice, but it's a little bit more motivating and fun to have a little fun with it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be more social, like you said. So yeah, Frazer, I think, mate, I mean, this has been a massive impact on our friendship in the last 2 years that we've been doing it. I think that 2 years,
a year and a bit.
A year and a bit, yeah, maybe just under 2 years actually. Another couple more months. So yeah, I mean, we'll chat again.
Just having something that we work on together as well. Like we bring our ideas to the table. We produce something that we put out there to people. Yeah. I think there's that side of it as well.
Frazer, what are you streaming on, and what's your tag?
I stream on Twitch and YouTube at virtuous_VR.
Virtuous_VR.
Yes, I do videos as well. And I've been keeping up with the old video editing.
So you stream on YouTube and Twitch as well?
Yes.
Okay, and do you have like a standard like little rota, like days and times that you do it in? Obviously UK times that we're talking about.
Yeah, UK times, usually at some point from 8 o'clock. It could be 8-9 o'clock. Usually for about 4 hours or so.
Nice.
Possibly.
Okay.
And it'd just be kind of whenever I can. I try to do at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Nice.
No, fair enough.
Nice. And can we get a little taste of what you're playing at the moment?
What am I playing? I play a lot of Helldivers 2.
Nice.
That's just my go-to. It's really fun.
I'm so glad I can't play that game.
Action packed.
And it's a very watchable game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As well, like
it's like an action movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's got the action movie quality.
Yeah. I do videos on those, so you can.
I'm gonna catch one of your streams.
My YouTube page and see the videos on that I've edited up.
Do you usually have like guest
whatever
spots as well, or like friends that like join?
Yeah.
Hint.
Do you need any? Yeah.
yeah. Anyone can join me at any time, really. I mean, usually I'm in Discord, even if we're not playing, can jump in a Discord call and we can chat and stuff. A game that would be really good for us to play would be like Marvel Rivals or something. We talk a lot of Marvel
playing it.
Here.
Yes, mate. We should. I really want to play that with you guys. Please, okay. Serhan, please.
No, you're leading to Frazer.
So, Serhan.
Yeah,
that's I beg you.
Okay. All right.
I beg you.
No, I will never make you beg, Chaz. I will never make you beg, mate. You've asked me thrice. I will genuinely.
Mate, if I win some money, I'll buy you an Xbox and a year's Game Pass, so you can just jump straight on.
Bless you.
Like, and I'll have to do something for Rikesh as well. But
no.
I just worry if I buy him an Xbox, it will go in the bin.
He will throw it because he has an Xbox. But
I know, but it's not his Xbox. If you have your own Xbox in your own room, it's a bit different.
Not in a bad way, but have you seen the size of a PS5? And have you seen the size of Rikesh's room? I don't think he could fit. I offered to make it.
Takes up
room. Rick's room is the box room, bless him, and he's a big guy. Okay, he's like tall. He's 6'2", 6'3", something, right?
6'3", yeah.
The PS5 is like a fucking George Foreman grill. He keeps it on like a little shelf under the TV, and it keeps dying, right? Because he had some faults to it, but essentially his room is a dust haven, right? Bro. It's dying. So I said to him, being the guy I am, I'm a carpenter. I like to be hands-on. I was like, bro, I tell you what. I said, is your cupboard there yet? Did I ask him a couple of questions? Like, right, if I put a shelf, just immediately was like, nah. I was like, Rick, come on. I was like, don't make it complicated. I said, Rick, it's a shelf. Just put one piece of wood above your head and put it there. No, you're complicated. You're being such a girl about. Fuck this shit. I ain't offer my help, bitch. Okay, I don't give a shit.
It's not wrong.
Okay? I don't. What?
He's offering his carpentry skills. It's quite manly.
If you put a shelf up here, no, mate, I don't want a fucking shelf. Just leave me alone. I feel you, Rikesh. I got you, man.
I was gonna say you're channeling Rikesh. Right.
I'm pretty sure you've done that to me at some point where you've come around and been like, oh, you should do this. You should have that. You should, like, for the cat, you should make a thing. And you went home and I was like, yeah, okay, make him a little staircase. Never fucking gave me a staircase. Went home and forgot about it.
It didn't happen, yeah. I think more in the moment is probably best. I helped you rebuild your cupboard.
I mean, rebuild is a fucking fine word there.
Yeah, because that was not meant to be rebuilt back.
That was wood screws through wood to keep wood together. That was what we did. Not straight either. They were all over the place. It was a fucking hazard. It actually fell down.
I have no doubt of that. That cupboard was not meant to be rebuilt.
If you put too many clothes in one side, the whole thing started to lean like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and it would just go. It did in the end just go.
I actually just set a booby trap for Charlie. Right. Thanks. So another completely random question. What's the weirdest thing you've ever Googled in the middle of the night?
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, these are very ChatGPT questions because they are.
I Google in the middle of the night.
That's a wrong thing.
I wonder if I could just go on my Google search to see if.
Oh, that's a dangerous thing. I'm going to try that.
Charlie, put the volume.
When was the last time I was awake in the middle of the night? That's the question.
I'm not ever bothered enough to Google something in the middle of the night. I'll be honest with you. I just I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, it doesn't say the time for me.
The only weird one on here is one that I just did, which was average horse mass.
That is pretty weird.
That is a weird thing.
All right. Okay, so let's check the chat out of that question. What's the weirdest thing you've Googled? Porn aside, for the love of God. Fraser's little giggle.
I Google a lot of weird things at work because of the names of machines. So we have machines called I don't know, Down the Clown and stuff like that. And if you're trying to look for a part number for a Down the Clown, you are typing some weird things into Google. And like I've had it on my personal phone where I've typed in like IO board for Down the Clown, and just the weirdest shit comes back. You're like, that's not what I meant. How do I specify?
Oh, that sounds weird.
Yeah, for Down the Clown, this is a bad example, but yeah.
But I guess but that is a genuine, innocent reason why you would. I think.
Yeah, I'm looking for answers.
Do you know what I Google a lot of stuff when I'm editing videos to find stuff to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, yeah, I bet that would be weird.
Yeah,
I've got a Zoo Pals, 90s commercials, Floam, Campbell's SpaghettiOs, Betty Crocker, Bacon Field Tin. Why have I searched this? Vikesh Thakur LinkedIn.
Check out what he's doing.
I searched for neon strobes. He doesn't have LinkedIn.
No, he doesn't.
Spoiler alert.
Guide.
I would say definitely, yeah, same for me as well, like job-based stuff. Because obviously I work in a rehab, so there's a lot of drugs that I just need to Google. Sometimes I'm just like, it just feels like the most naive way of trying to find drugs, just like cocaine.
Yeah.
I should specify exactly what I'm trying to do, especially when I'm trying to like, get just an image of something. It's like I'm seeing some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've also searched Green Goblin quotes.
Frazer's gone down a rabbit hole, man. Frazer, we're left in his own corner. All right, we've got
Goblin quotes. Oh my god.
I would say 1, 2, 3. There's about 3 more questions. I would say we've hit a nice, comfortable time.
That's good.
So, random question was there. So next is a personal question. What's something you regret not doing sooner in your life?
Doing sooner.
Yeah, so something you've done, but just
honestly, studying robotics, because that's something that I could have done at like undergrad level, and then gone from there. But I didn't know that such a course existed. So obviously I went and studied physics, and then I went to work, and then I went back and studied robotics. So, you know, could have been a bit of time saved, and could have been sort of gotten on the ground floor and that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would say my health. I wish I took my health more seriously. And I don't mean just eating right and going gym, like having fun as well at the same time. Because now, like, I didn't even mention to you guys, like, obviously I've been planning a lot for myself for 2025. So I've started going gym now. I see a personal trainer a couple of times a week. And on the weekends that I'm off, I go swim with my dad, which is nice to get in a couple of lanes and whatnot. And I've also started, I thought, let me just try it. I thought, let me see how I feel. I basically went to a dance class, and I was like,
okay, out
of my comfort zone, because I thought I love to dance, I love music, but I thought training is nice, swimming is nice, but it's not social, and I want to get out of my comfort zone. So I went, but thankfully it wasn't like, you know, just meeting a bunch of strangers and just trying to learn. The first one is like a taster, so they're like, look, we're going to put you with the teacher, and you know, this person's going to basically assess what your level is of skill. So I went. Gail had this form, like, what do you know? Basically, they've done like Spanish dance.
Oh, like a form to sign.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just mentioned you had like good
like
body.
A survey.
No.
This girl had form.
Oh no! I mean, don't get me wrong. She was a dancer. She was fit. Don't get me wrong. But in that moment, honestly, I was genuinely more on the level of like, I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And she gave me a questionnaire to fill out, like, what dances are you familiar with? And I was like, look, the only one I know is bachata in Spanish. I said, the rest, I've got some familiarity. I don't know the rest. And I think the other stuff was like more like waltz and ballroom. And I was like, no, that's not me at all.
Classical stuff.
Yeah. So I think she goes, you got to pick. She goes, I got to put down 3. She could put bachata, salsa, and cha-cha-cha. And I was like, oh, okay, great. All right, we're gonna do this. So start with the bachata, and I was like, okay, this I know. I know the rhythm. She taught me how to turn, how to spin, and it was such a weird experience because I was having a laugh with her. She's a really nice teacher, really nice girl. But obviously, as the girl dancer, she's having to do a lot, right? So, you know, like, okay, like you're gonna, for example, just move your hand like this. As soon as you lift your hand, this spot, I know as the girl that I'm gonna flip around, for example, or I'm gonna shuffle this way and that way. And I'm like, okay. And as we were kind of doing all this stuff, I was like, the girl's got a lot to do, right? She was like, yeah, the girl's got more to do. But she goes, as the man, it's harder for you to learn. Because she goes, I have to dance with you as the female and teach you how to lead me. If that makes sense. But she goes, if I was, all I had to do is just get with a male teacher and he will lead you. He will naturally, like, as he swings you, your body will flip into that motion. So it was very, very, it was interesting. I think it was about an hour or so. And then I asked them, she was like, look, if you enjoyed it, you can come back. And the way they do it is you pay like, it's not even a monthly fee. I can't remember the cost. It was 100 and something, but she was like, you get 6 sessions.
You pay for a set amount of sessions, don't you?
A set amount of sessions, but she goes, you can do once a week. She goes, I advise doing it twice a week, but she goes, it's 3 1-to-1s with myself and then 3 in a mixed group of people. So you always get used to socializing and how to dance with basically random people, random heights and styles. And I was like, all right, sick. So I'm going to start in February.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's something I wish, not necessarily Spanishy dance, but I wish I went to a dance class sooner.
So can we have an official first dance at my wedding?
Me and you. Me and you are going to do the first dance. Right, honestly, I would definitely do the second dance. My love and respect for Jade would never allow me to do that.
She understands.
I know she does, but I know that's the crazy part. Is I know she would be like, go to him. Just go.
You know, when I say I do, I'm going to look at you in the eyes.
And I'm going to have tears, just tears running down.
I do.
I'm gonna trim into my beard, and so do I. Like
forever, baby.
That's the chest hair. Charlie and Serhan forever.
That's really cute, man. That's a really nice thing to learn as well. It's a nice skill to learn. It's always going to be a romantic one.
But I think, that's the point. Like the health thing I was saying is, it's healthy, it's active, but it's fun. I wish I introduced fun more into the getting shit done factor as well.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like getting into something young that's got that kind of bit of community around it and sticking to it is just a really good thing for young people to do. I think you develop those social skills and you get into something that you're passionate about at the same time, and it keeps you fit, like you say. And I feel like a lot of kids aren't just don't have that motivation to do that, or that encouragement even to do that either.
Yeah,
even back when we were kids, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that if we could go back and change one thing, we all should have done is we should have kept making fucking videos and made a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Charlie, I must admit, you've always said that.
It's just so annoying. I think we're about 2 years out from it, you know.
2? Chaz, way more.
No. YouTube started getting monetized literally about 2 years after we all went off to uni. And because we just didn't spend time together and we didn't have cameras and stuff like that, you know, that we did at school, I feel like just a couple years more, we would have smashed it. We would have made money from just Shake It. You know what I mean?
To put it out there, we done video montages, we done random trailers of our own stories. We used to do our own ad lib sort of like music videos and stuff.
We used to do covers of songs. Yeah, anything we
commentaries, mock commentaries, like just taking the piss out.
We were ready for content. We literally had an arsenal of content from school,
much.
And we just kept posting that.
And then take that on board, and how many more years later, in our early to mid 20s, we would meet up, go watch Marvel's hype, we'll go watch a film, come back, put the phone on, Rikesh's phone, record, and then do years of podcast episodes. That's what
or whatever they are.
Or vlogs. I was like, let's just do this for serious. We done
let's
a
just record us talking.
For the love of God, we done a base off. Obviously, we could never do it on a podcast because of the copyright music, unfortunately. But like a base off of our 2 best DJs in the lads group, and they just picked 6 songs. They had how long did you guys have to prepare for that? Like a couple of months, right, to choose your 6 songs.
Possibly, yeah.
It was a while, and then we brought people in. We had speakers on. We had brought judges. We had pens and paper. Yeah, we had guest judges. People. Tyrell was writing stories about the. Oh, mate! Like we made such an effort, and it was never with the intention to put stuff out there.
No.
Ever. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this was us from day one.
If we had just been making money from it at the same time, we could have just done more. And it would have just been so much fun. Mate, there are YouTube channels where people play hide and seek. That's all we did. That's all we did. We just played hide and seek all the time. If we had, because we only had 1 camera for all of this, by the way. There was never 2 cameras. There was only ever 1. I think there was 2 cameras, but we only ever had 1 that worked. So
what did that also mean? We also had to do it as a one-er.
Yeah.
Whatever we did, we had to do it as a one-er, or at the very least make a clever enough cut somewhere, or change
space
the
as well. You didn't have a lot of space on the camera.
Yeah, man.
So much. So imagine we all had a camera each, and they were like HD. Mate, YouTube channel. We would have had content for fucking years. Yeah, it's a shame. That's the one thing I think I would love to have changed.
I don't think we're necessarily past that stage. I think it's circumstantial. Like if we had a moment where, for whatever reason, we all lived together in the same house for 3 months, I think even naturally, even if we didn't talk about it, we would get itchy and be like, let's make something. Let's get creative.
Yeah,
like that's the
100%.
one thing I love about being around you guys, like physically, is I get itchy to do something. Like music, you want to play guitar, you want to write a video.
Yeah.
I love having a project on hand, man. It's it just drives us.
100%. 100%. Keeps you going.
Maybe one day we'll try it.
If any of us win the lottery, right, can we just get like a series of houses in a row so that we're right next to each other and we can just have a studio that we go to or a place that we go to? I just feel like that's what we need. Or just a man cave in between all the houses.
Serhan wants us to live together.
I want to live together.
Oh, we can live together, Serhan. We can have, between our 2 houses, we'll just have a door in the middle that you can just go through.
Charlie.
It's like an annex.
Charlie.
It's our house.
It's
James gone. If we've won the
lottery. Imagine me now and how much you love me, right? Just imagine it. And now imagine I'm rich.
Oh, don't do that to me, no. Jesus. Boy.
Okay. We have a silly question. If this goes too far, I love you, Charlie.
One more. Okay.
Yeah. If this is a quick one, I've got another one as a backup, but we'll get to it on this.
It's been an hour. It's been perfect, mate. Done very
well. I want more. Oh, I don't want it to be this. All right, fuck it. It's a silly question from ChatGPT. If you were a kitchen utensil, which one would you be and why?
That is a fucking stupid question.
But this is one of those questions.
Last question.
It's one of those questions that could weirdly go into a lot of more discussion. Because I would be like,
easy.
Pizza.
Go on.
Why? No, you don't look like a pizza cutter to me. You're too tall.
If I'm going to be cutting anything, it'll be cheese all day.
A pizza cutter? Yeah, I know, but why don't you be a cheese cutter?
That's a good point. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No. Pizza cutter.
No.
Because you get pizza.
You'd be a cheese grater. A really tall, narrow, fancy one.
Yeah, all right, or a cheese grater. Yeah, a tall, fancy, narrow one.
But the nice ones,
I get the same physicology as a cheese grater. I don't just become a cheese. I adopt the fact that I'm lanky.
The thing is, because you've got green, bulky headphones on. In my imagination, at the top of yours is a really nice green handle as well.
Oh, okay, a green handle. Okay. Yeah, okay.
If you want, you can tell me what I am. I told you what you were. I don't have to choose.
Ooh.
We can all pick each other's.
I do just think spoon. I can't shake it.
A spoon? Is that because I've just shaved my hair off?
It probably is, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
It probably is.
I kind of see it in the camera, I'm not going to lie.
When you lean back a little bit, you do look more spoon than man. Look at it. Oh, my God. That's a spoon.
Oh, what a spoon.
I'm a spoon.
It's like that thing, cake or not cake. Spoon or not spoon?
I feel like I'm a spoon, but like a really small one with a really long handle, but like a weird dent in the spoon as well.
You're an old spoon, yeah.
I'm an old.
I feel like you're wooden as well.
They like give
you go wooden. I could see wooden spoon.
Maybe, yeah, the olive skin vibe there.
But wooden spoons have like the really slim handle, and I don't think that.
I could be a short and bulky one. There are short and bulky ones.
That's a paddle. That's just
no, how fucking big? No, I'm talking like a small one, not like a fucking paddle.
Just a little paddle.
Maybe I'm a paddle. I think if you took me at my height,
spank paddle.
No, not a spank paddle.
I see you being a spank paddle. It's not a kitchen utensil, unless you use it in the kitchen, I guess.
You know that Family Guy episode where Joe shouts at his phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead, it's a spank paddle, and you slap someone, and the paddle goes, "Oh."
That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Okay, fine. I'll be a spank paddle, but only in the kitchen.
Only in the kitchen. Yeah. It's in the kitchen drawer. It's a weird thing that's in there.
It's in the kitchen drawer.
Yeah, there's no kids about. It's fine. It's an adult house. Don't make it weird.
No, I'm not, mate. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
There's a spank paddle in the kitchen drawer.
Okay, sorry. No. I don't want it on the drawer. I want it like where you hang all your spoons and stuff like above.
You've got it out on the wall.
It's a display. I want it on display.
Old. I like it.
I want to be on display, Charlie. Okay.
Before you spank. Okay, Frazer. What would you be? I guess.
I think I would be like those Bay Star. You know that they've got the like bits on the end, and you can put like sauces on meats and stuff. The brush, yeah, like the base.
The rubber one, or the actual brush.
Was that a bad description?
That was terrible.
The rubber
one? Is that what they're called?
Is it rubber with the rubber bristles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I see where you're coming from, but I'm like, no. I think he'd be more useful. I just feel like he would have more than one function. Frazer would be like a potato peeler with like a bottle opener on the other end.
Oh, okay. I feel like those tin openers.
Yeah, I feel like you've got a little bit of double-edged use to you. I'd be like, oh
my god, Rikesh is a bottle opener. He's the one that looks like a little person when you do it up and down and the little corkscrew comes out. That's what he is. Mad. Wow.
For the wine bottles.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just think that's too good for Rikesh.
Do you not see it? It's uncanny.
That's too much class for Rikesh. That's too much class.
If you put them both in trench coats,
Rikesh is those old school metal nutcrackers that are really hard to use.
No,
like they punish you for using it. All right, fine. He's a corkscrew, but I don't think Frazer's a base. I still think he's like a. Yeah, I think Frazer would be like a little peeler or something with.
A peeler.
A peeler with like a little, like I said, little bottle opener on the other end, or
laser sight.
Yes. Add physics.
What's the coolest utensil in the kitchen?
That's what I'm trying to go for.
Yeah.
The sharpest knife. The sharpest, most expensive.
I would say
Japanese
Frazer
knife.
would be like a bad man knife, but like a sort of like Damascus steel sort of knife with the edging and the graving. So I think this is enough of a spanking in the kitchen. So I think we're going to end this episode. The crazy part is, if you're listening to this in the kitchen, you're welcome.
Iron up the wooden spoons right now.
Yeah, with the Damascus steel knife on the other side. Right, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Red Jacks On. I have been your host, Serhan, and with me, as always, has been
Charlie.
Frazer.
Frazer. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you, next time.
You don't say that.
Next one.
Catch you later,
Bye, Joe.